It is 3:30 in the morning in South Yorkshire in 1842, and someone is shaking you awake. You are 8. In an hour, you will be sitting in a hole cut into the coal beside a wooden door in the dark. Before you go down, hold one question. This year, Parliament will make your job illegal and send inspectors to enforce it. How many inspectors? I will give you the number at the end. The you in this video is not Sarah Gooder. Sarah was real. She was 8 years old. She worked at Gobber Pit near Barnsley, and a government commissioner wrote down what she said about it, word for word. Her words survive. I am not going to invent what she thought or felt, so when she speaks here, the words are hers and nothing else. The rest of it is the pit, and the pit was the same for everyone in it. The pit starts before you reach it. You are dressed before you are properly awake, in whatever the house has. Trousers and a shirt if you are lucky. Something cut down from an adult if you are not. There may be bread, there may not. Then you are outside in the dark, and the cold is the first honest thing that happens to you all day. That cold walks with you for 2 miles. Nobody carries a lamp for a child, so you follow the sound of the people ahead of you, and the shape of the road under your clogs. At the end of it, there is a wooden frame with a wheel on top, and under the wheel, there is a hole in the ground. The hole is the way in. You go down in a corve, which is a basket on a rope, or clinging to a chain with other children clinging to the same chain. It takes about a minute. The daylight above you closes to a coin, then a pinhole, then nothing at all. Your ears do something strange on the way down. Then your feet find the floor. The floor is warmer than the street you just left. That surprises people. There is a furnace burning at the bottom of the second shaft, dragging air through the whole mine the way a chimney drags smoke. And in winter, that makes the pit the warmest place you will be all day. You can feel the draft on your face. It is the pit breathing. You walk into that draft along the main road, bent low where the roof drops. You pass men lying on their sides, cutting at the face. You pass children harnessed to loaded carts by a belt and a chain, crawling with the weight of them. Nobody stops for you. You keep going until the noise thins out and a door appears across the tunnel. The door is heavy, built of planks, and it fits the tunnel almost exactly. Beside it, scooped out of the coal, there is a hollow about the size of you. You sit down in the hollow. Someone puts a string into your hand and ties the other end of it to the door. That string is the whole job. The whole job is this. A cart comes, you pull the string, the door opens. The cart goes through, you let the door shut. Then you sit, and you wait, and you do it again. It sounds like nothing. It is the reason the mine does not kill everybody working in it. You will do it as many times as the carts come, and nobody tells you in advance how many that will be. Air comes down one shaft and goes up the other. Left to itself, it would take the short way between the two, and the far workings would get nothing. So the mine is built as a maze that forces the air the long way round, past every face where a man is cutting. The doors are the walls of that maze. Each door is a decision about where the air goes. When a door stands open, the air stops taking the long way and takes the short one instead. The workings at the far end go still. Still air in a coal pit collects fire damp, which is methane, which sits there quietly until somebody's candle finds it. The doors were hung to swing shut on their own, against the draft, because forgetfulness was expected. You are the backup. The backup was cheap. One orphan trapper at Gosforth Colliery, a boy called George Anderson, is recorded at 4pence a day. Trapping takes no strength and no skill. It takes a body that will stay in one place for an entire shift, and the smallest bodies cost the least. That is the whole reason an 8-year-old is sitting there. Remember it when we get to the inspectors. In some pits, the trappers were given a candle. In others, they bought their own out of their own wages, which is its own kind of arithmetic when the wage is 4pence. Some had none at all, and Sarah Gooder was one of those. What she told the commissioner was this: I'm a trapper in the Gobber Pit. It does not tire me, but I have to trap without a light, and I'm scared. Scared is the reasonable answer. And the dark she means is not the dark of a bedroom at night. There is no moon down there, and no gray. After a while, you cannot tell whether your eyes are open or closed, so you test it. And testing it does not help. The dark does not thin out. You just stop expecting it to. What you get instead of sight is sound. Water moving somewhere behind the coal, the roof settling. Far off, a rumble that grows for 20 or 30 seconds until it becomes a cart. And you pull the string, and for 4 or 5 seconds, there is a lamp and a face behind it. Then the cart is through, and the tunnel closes again. Between carts, some children sang. Sarah did not. Sometimes I sing when I've light, she said, but not in the dark. I dare not sing then. That line needs no help from me. An 8-year-old worked out that in total darkness, the sound of her own voice made things worse, and she stopped making it. Nobody instructed her. She worked that out alone, sitting in the hollow. She stopped for a long time each day, her hours, in her own words. I go at 4, and sometimes 3:30 in the morning, and come out at 5:30. Count that up, and it is 13 hours, sometimes 14. This is the shift Parliament is about to make illegal. The question is who was sent to check that it stopped. 14 hours is long enough to fall asleep, and children did. That is precisely why the doors were hung to close themselves. The engineering assumed the child would fail. It tells you what the men who built the pit privately thought of the arrangement, and it did not stop any of them putting a child in the hollow. Whatever you eat where you sit. Bread, usually. It does not stay clean. Coal dust settles on it in the distance between your hand and your mouth. It grits between your teeth, and that taste is the taste of the entire day. You do not wash first. There's nothing down there to wash with. You eat it anyway, because the next food is at the top of the shaft. You come up at 5 or 5:30. In summer, the light at the top hurts. In winter, there is no light at the top. So for months, you go down before dawn and come up after dark, and you do not see daylight, except on a Sunday. Asked what she made of it, Sarah said she would like to be at school far better than in the pit. She said it to a man with a notebook, and that is the only reason anyone has it. A royal commission was pushing into the coal fields, driven hard by Lord Ashley, and its sub-commissioners went down the shafts themselves to write down what they saw and what the children told them. They came back up with thousands of pages of it. Those pages became a report in May 1842, and the report did something no royal commission report had done before. It carried pictures. Engravings of children harnessed to carts, of girls climbing ladders with coal on their backs, printed inside a government document that anybody could look at. The pictures are the part that worked. A member of Parliament could put that volume down whenever he liked. He could not go back to not having seen it. They worked because a picture cannot be skimmed. The report was read out, quoted, and reprinted, and the country was shocked in the way countries are shocked by something they already half knew. A bill followed inside 3 months. It passed the House of Lords on the 1st of August 1842 and became law that summer, 3 months from a report to a statute, which for the 1840s is quick. The Mines and Collieries Act made it illegal to employ underground any female of any age and any boy under 10. Sarah Gooder was 8 and she was a girl, so on paper she was now twice illegal, which brings back the question from the start. Britain had a law covering every coal pit in the country. How many inspectors did it appoint to enforce it? One inspector for all of Britain. He had no practical way of checking underground, and Lord Ashley said so himself, that going down the shaft was altogether impossible, and that he, for one, should be very loath to do it. Fines, when they came, often fell on the child's father rather than on the colliery owner. Enforcement mostly happened after a child was already dead. It stayed that way for years. In 1850, the commissioner, Seymour Tremenhere, estimated that about 200 women and girls were still working in South Wales collieries, many of them 11 or 12. More inspectors were appointed that year. Sarah's door is gone, and the string is gone. Her own words are still on the page. What is the smallest job you have ever done that everything quietly depended on? Tell me. And if you want more nights like this one, subscribe.